Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're looking at some simplifying of expressions. Pretty straightforward, it's a little bit of a back end of last lesson. So a couple of things we want to remember, of course, like terms is one of the things we're looking at today. Can you remember what a like term is? Well, hopefully we just learnt it. So you might remember things like 3a, 6a, 7a, 5a, etc. They are all like terms. Why? Because they have the same variable or the same pronumeral. Now we might put some symbols in between these things. And when we have like terms, we can add and subtract them. So in this instance, I've got a plus 3a and I'm plussing the 6a. Remembering when you're looking at these, the sign in front of it belongs to it. Now that 3a doesn't have a sign there, but hopefully we know that is a positive 3a. If it wasn't a plus, it would have to have a minus there. So in this case, I've got 3 and I want to add 6 more to it. Well, that makes 9a. So currently I have 9a. Now I'm subtracting 7a's away from it. Well, 9 minus 7 is 2a's. Okay, that makes my 2a's. And then finally, I'm going to add the 5a to it, and that will then generate the 7a. Now, usually, gents, you probably won't do much working for this. You'll simply do 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 minus 7 is 2, and 2 plus 5 is 7, and have your answer as 7a to start off with. So like terms, you've done these plenty of times before, so it should be pretty easy. What about something like this? We'll call this EG2. 3ab minus 2a plus 3ba plus 6a plus 1. Well, again, what we now need to do is identify which terms are like terms. We have 3ab. Do we have any more ab's? Well, we don't, but like last lesson we spoke about, the ab and the ba, they are the same terms because it doesn't matter which way we have the a and the b around, they're being multiplied, doesn't matter which order it happens in. 3 times 2 makes 6, 2 times 3 makes 6, they're the same. I also have some a's, don't I? I have a minus 2a and a plus 6a, and at the end of this thing, I have this big plus 1, which is our constant term. There's only one constant term there. So now, if I'm adding these things together, 3ab plus 3ba would be 6ab. I would like you to put it in alphabetical order, makes it a bit more simple. We have a minus 2 plus a 6a, or you could reverse that and say 6a take away 2a. Either way, we get plus 4a, and I have that plus 1 on at the end. So you can see, usually, gents, when we're doing like terms, it's pretty straightforward. Probably the only other one I want to look at in terms of adding and subtracting will be things like 3x plus 2x squared plus 6x minus x squared plus 3. Now again, what we're looking for are like terms. We have an x. In fact, we have 4 terms that have x's in them. But if you remember from last lesson, we know that x and x squared, they are different terms. So we have a 3x and a plus 6x. That makes a 9x. We have 2x squareds. We're taking one of them away, which leaves me with just 1x squared. Could put the 1 in front of it if I wanted to, don't have to. And I had that little lazy plus 3, that constant term at the end there. And that's job done. I don't know what x is. I can't evaluate it unless I'm told what x is. So that is just my expression. It's a simplified expression. I can't go down any further. Job done. Now, what else might we look at today? Well, the only other things realistically might be something like 5a times 3x, where we are multiplying together. Now, you've done these in indices very recently. That would just equal 5 times 3 is 15. The terms are not the same, so we just put them next to each other as ax. Job done. What about example 5? We'll say something like 20a squared divided by 10a. Once again, gents, you've done this very recently in indices, so you should not have much of a problem with this. We simply divide the numbers together. 20 divided by 10 is 2. And I have a squared divided by a. When we are dividing the bases, we subtract the indices, so I'm just left with 2a. Again, gents, for this lesson, very straightforward. You've done it all before. It's just a quick review. Have a crack at the questions, and hopefully you're good to go.